Mutually exclusive events. In this video, you will learn how to calculate the probability of two mutually exclusive events. Do not forget to subscribe, and if you have any question, feel free to ask or suggest anything. Two events that have no outcomes in common are called mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means that the two outcomes of the same event cannot happen at the same time. Tossing a coin, heads and tails are mutually exclusive. When you toss a coin, heads and tails are mutually exclusive events because you cannot get both at the same time. Rolling a die, 2 and 5 are mutually exclusive. When you roll a die, 2 and 5 are mutually exclusive events because you cannot get both at the same time. Choosing a card from a deck of cards, 7 king are mutually exclusive. 7 king are mutually exclusive events because you cannot pick both at the same time from a deck of cards. Now let's find out how to calculate the probability of mutually exclusive events. Pay attention. Example. When you roll a die, what's the probability of obtaining a 3 or a 5? The favorable outcomes are 3 and 5. The number of favorable outcomes is 2. The possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of possible outcomes is 6. The probability of obtaining a 3 or a 5 is 2 over 6. After simplifying, we get 1/3. We can approach this problem in another way. The probability of 3 is 1 over 6. The probability of 5 is 1 over 6. If we add up the individual probabilities, we get the same result, 1/3. However, the probability of getting a 3 or getting a 5 is the sum of the individual probabilities. It's always true that if A and B are mutually exclusive events, the probability of A or B equals the probability of A plus the probability of B. Example. John is going to roll a die. What is the probability he will get an odd number or a 6? There are 3 odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5. The probability of John gets an odd number is 3 over 6. The probability of John gets a 6 is 1 over 6. The events odd number and a 6 are mutually exclusive because 6 is an even number. Then it's impossible for them to happen together. The probability he will get an odd number or a 6 is probability of odd number plus probability of 6. 3 over 6 plus 1 over 6. After simplifying, 2 over 3. Example. A deck of cards is placed into a box. A card is chosen at random. What is the probability of picking a king or a red jack? There are 4 kings. There are 2 red jacks. The probability of king is 4 over 52. The probability of red jack is 2 over 52. The events kings and jacks are mutually exclusive because there is no card king and jack at the same time. The probability of getting a king or a red jack is probability of king plus probability of red jack. Four over 52 plus 2 over 52. After simplifying, 3 over 26. Example. A jar contains 3 red balls and 2 green balls. 2 balls are selected at random from the jar without replacement. Find the probability that the balls are either both red or both green. We calculate the probability of 2 red balls, then the 2 green balls. Both red first. The probability of red at the first choice is 3 over 5. The probability of red at the second choice is 2 over 4. The probability of red and red is probability of red times probability of red. 3 over 10. Now we calculate the probability of 2 green balls. The probability of green at the first choice is 2 over 5. The probability of green at the second choice is 1 over 4. The probability of green and green is probability of green times probability of green. 1 over 10. The events both red and both green are mutually exclusive because there is no ball red and green at the same time. It's impossible for these events to happen together. The probability both red or both green is probability both red plus probability both green. 2 over 5.